Now, I want to kind of shift the conversation a little bit because I love that you devoted a section of the book to journaling, which is something I also do. So you say you have journals all
Mhm.
over the house for different things. Can you tell us a little bit about that and why you find it so helpful?
Sure, yeah, I mean, I use journaling. I wish I could say I was super organized and I had a different journal for everything, but I do end up with sort of a motley crew of journals all over my house, but when I get an idea, I write it down, and often, when I'll take a break during my day, whether it's in my morning or at noon or in the evening, I'll grab a journal and take some deep breaths and just start writing, and that's where all of my ideas come from for every talk that I do, from every, keynote that I deliver, every single one. I will sometimes also these days, I'll take a walk and I'll use an app to record myself. I just did that recently. I walked in my neighborhood and recorded a complete keynote. And after I'm going to use AI to break it up into sections and I'll create some visuals. But I'm a big believer in journaling in particular because it's just so effective at bringing ideas out and developing ideas. And like I say too in the book, I think there's something to be said for flipping your creator switch, like just saying like, "Hey, wait a second, I'm a business person. Maybe I've got my small business. Maybe I'm a CEO, but I'm also a creator. If you make a recipe, you're a creator. If you do a podcast, you're a creator. If
Yes.
you write an email, you're creating." So
Yeah.
I find journaling is a really wonderful low step way to start tapping into that creative power and to realize that you can write, you can create. I've now written books, and if I wrote books, other people can write books. I mean, it's demanding, but at the
Mhm.
same time, it's doable. You just have to learn to embrace that creator self and believe in yourself that you can create, you can write, you can put new things out into the world. You can give birth to these things. And for me, journaling is sort of the easiest way. I also am a big believer in crappy journals. What I mean by that is that I've been tempted to buy really fancy, expensive ones,
Yeah.
but I actually find I consistently come up with my best ideas on like the Walmart $1.50, 100
Uh-huh.
page ones because I feel like I can write anything in there and I don't care and no one cares and
Yeah.
I didn't pay money for this. It's just like I'm jotting this down. And because of the pressure is like lifted, I come up with my best ideas in those like very inexpensive little composition journals because I feel like it's throwawayable. And so it takes out the self-judgment, takes out the guilt, and the pressure. And so, yeah, I do it when I feel inspired. I'll just sit down, I'll take some moments, take some deep breaths, and I'll start jotting down the ideas that bubble up. And that's always where my
I
best
love
ideas
it.
come from.